Good morning, Crypto Chaos. Good morning, good morning. Wake up again because it's Groundhog's Day. Yes, let's get up, guys. Shake that hog. It's time to get up. Oh, jeez. 9:20 Eastern Standard Time. And it's the same shit, different day. How's it going, guys? Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Crypto Chaos, of course, the channel where we bring you the news and the chaos every single morning and every single evening for the morning, for the American Open and the foreign market open as well. Let's see what's going on, guys. Let's take a look and see how we did. How you guys doing in the chat? Yo, boy in the house. Yo, boy. And Dylan Crum. Damn, I haven't seen you two in a long time. How you guys doing? Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Good morning from Texas, says Dylan K. He has returned. He has returned. Easy also in the house, sharing some coffee. You guys need it. It's going to be a long day. All right. Trump, just a couple quick little headlines. We'll get through that real quick. Well, I guess we'll show you where we were with Bitcoin over the weekend. I guess we'll start there, as we usually do. Of course, it's Groundhog's Day, right? Same shit, different day. Showed you guys where Bitcoin was likely going to go over the weekend. How did we do? Let's take a look. Oh my god. I haven't looked at this at all. Wow. Another one in the books, guys. Again, calling for baseline bear over the weekend. Insane. Again, who else can do that? Sure, Bitcoin's going to go with 98% accuracy. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. All right, just another 3 days in the books. Okay, what's going on, guys? Let's go into, of course, what's going on in the world today. As I got some headlines from Doomberg this morning to share with you. This is what we got. NVIDIA Jensen Huang comes out, updating on demand.
Still continue to build incredible computers. These are now processing AIs for humans to collaborate with. But in the future, we also have AI agents and robots, and they're going to be using computers. So instead of just a billion people using computers, we're going to have 100 billion agents and billions of robots all using computers. The computer industry, the chip that's built on top of the chip industry, surely is not big enough.
There you go. Of course, yeah, sharing that demand of fear, of course, is not here. We do not have enough. We do not have enough computers to meet demand. We don't have enough chips manufacturing to meet demand coming to this sector. Don't forget, also, crypto is going to be used as the number one method of transaction of payments for all these AI robots, agents, etc., etc. How are we doing, guys? Dylan says, I have missed your channel. My employer blocked YouTube for like the last year. Oh my god. It's been a long ass time. Yes, it has. And yeah, now it is unblocked. Finally. Well, I hope that that stays the same, because I, of course, I'm here to help all of you guys at work in the middle of the grind. This is what I do, man. I used to go back and forth between like 3 or 4 channels at work. And now I, of course, just bring it all to you, so you don't have to go back and forth between 3 or 4 different stations. All right, guys, let's see what the headlines are. The rest of the headlines here this morning on Doomberg. Here's another one from, of course, the war.
We also have the Fed, and markets are currently pricing in a 30% chance of an interest rate hike on Wednesday as renewed tensions in the Middle East send oil prices soaring again, overshadowed by a tamer than expected inflation prints for June. And we'll also get PCE this week, too. Bloomberg International Economics and Policy correspondent Michael McKee joins us live from Washington. Mike, I have seen some conspiracy theories swirling around that perhaps this administration has pulled back the reins on striking on Iran to give the Fed more breathing room and hope that they weren't hike. But how are we set up?
Or maybe just you know, make it easier to invest. I've seen one this morning. I wonder if it's still here. It was a few hours ago. It's probably gone. There was one circling around where it was basically, yeah, just money going back and forth between oil buy the dip, of course, then the pump, war back on, then pause. And we've been doing this how many times this year? And there was like a little graphic. I don't think it's here no more. I should have shared it when I had the chance. All right. Let's get back over there. I've got a couple more to show you guys this morning on what's going on with oil.
And that's what's happening in the Middle East. Brent falling below $91 a barrel after the U.S. and Iran held off on further attacks for a 3rd straight night. Let's get the latest from Bloomberg Washington correspondent Tyler Kendall. Tyler, various reporting out there as to why attacks have been held off, from hopes from diplomacy to Washington's own weapons.
We don't have the money for the bombs. We don't have the bombs. We don't.
Well, Danny, at this point, it feels like there is room being created for diplomacy, though the White House hasn't taken the threat of escalation off the table quite yet. We're getting a few different indications on what the U.S. right now is assessing as it tries to figure out exactly what the next step is going to be. We had this reporting from Axios over the weekend, for example, showing that the top commander in the Middle East, Admiral Brad Cooper, advised against further strikes, saying that they had reached their limit of effectiveness. And then this other reporting from the New York Times, which seemed to signal that the U.S. could be concerned about diminishing stockpiles. Our own analyst at Bloomberg Economics estimates that it takes between $30 and $45 million per day to just keep up the U.S. naval blockade, as one example, though this White House has maintained that they feel confident in their amount of stockpiles. And we heard from the U.S. ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, in an interview over the weekend, saying that President Trump still retains all options, though he did allude to the fact that it seems that talks are happening. He says...
All right. Enough of the babble this morning. Of course, the political babble. Let's get back in the chat. How you guys doing? Yes, Super Danny comes in with 830 Jewel. Thank you so much for the 30 Jewels. Super Danny this morning. The Jewels, guys. The Jewels. Thank you so much, Super Danny. Good morning to you as well. The Prince of Ohio. Yes. How's it going, Super Danny? All right. Let's get back over here. We have about 2 minutes, I think, to dig up a little bit more chaos. Let's see if there's anything else I can get in the headlines here. Good morning also to Crypto Quint in the chat. Good morning. And, of course, to everyone else who's not, YouTube is not blocked on, of course, at work. All right, let's see what else we have here with Bitcoin's current price action sitting at $64,888. We saw a little bit of a rise of the Bitcoin into the foreign market open at a high of $65,700. Just a quick little update there. We do have, of course, the weather coming in here. I'm going to have to get a little bit into this, but Quentin shared a fun little tool with me over the weekend. Hey guys, we do of course have our our order books we check every single day. This is of course the live weather on Bitcoin. I'll get into where I think we're going to go this afternoon. But before I show you guys that, there's another fun little tool here I'd like to share. I think it's this one, this new one right here on my channel. Look at this. The war continues. Get Bitcoin's price action 64,900. I'm gonna crash my computer with this one. Holy crap. This is the order book as shown in correlation to a war. You can zoom in and see all the people getting blown apart there. He just got shot on the floor. No. His shorts are getting going nowhere this morning. Honestly, I'm not sure how to even interpret this one yet. But there's helicopters, there's tanks. I guess if you just push back enough, you go back to the home base. You lose, of course, your base, and then you gotta fight for another price level, I guess. There's some jets coming in there, dropping some bombs. It's pretty funny. Anyway, if you guys want to check that, it's newhedge.io, Bitcoin Battlefield. We got to get over there. The opening bell is happening right now. As the war continues on Bitcoin. Let's take a look. What's going on with you guys in the chat? Super Danny says, good with a cold and a big headache, but in good spirits. Yeah, good spirits. That's good to hear, my friend. The markets are maybe in better spirits this week. We have a pause of the war. We have an FOMC meeting that's going to be pretty much a nothing burger. We have a 30% chance, though, as of this morning, so... yeah, we'll see. Where is Doomberg covering the opening bell? It's about 30 seconds right now. It should be popping up here any second after this plug, that plug, this other plug. Okay, whenever the commercials end. There we go. Here we go, guys.
Let's get your trading started. Moments away from your cash open trade. This is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Danny Berger, and it is a rebound to start your week after 2 consecutive weeks of declines, the first time since March. It's being led by tech this morning after tech led us downwards for most of the past 2 weeks, up more than 1%. Heading into your opening bell as the S&P is up 0.8%. We've had a lot of charities ringing the New York Stock Exchange as of late. Today, it's the Catholic Charities of New York. We have the Most Reverend ringing the bell. Someone who's Catholic needs to message me and explain to me how titles work.
The church makes
the
plenty,
Most Reverend is basically the coolest title I have ever heard. I want to know how I become the most anchor. Down at the NASDAQ, we have D-Wave kind of a coup for the NASDAQ. They were trading on the New York Stock Exchange. They've went over to the NASDAQ, so they're ringing the opening bell. They're down 14% year to date, but a great day for D-Wave. They're up 10%, or at least they were pre-market. I haven't checked since the market opened. Signing an agreement with AT&T. They do quantum computing, and they're giving AT&T expanded access for that. In terms of what's moving this morning, we are watching all of the big Mag 7 names that are going to be reporting their earnings this week. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta. They are among the $24 trillion worth of S&P 500 companies that are going to be reporting this week. So that's the busiest of the earnings season. The index, though, is coming off that first back-to-back loss since March. At the same time, NVIDIA working on a fresh round of AI infrastructure deals, potentially worth more than $750 billion. That includes a $500 billion initiative with SK Hynix and a $250 billion data center with OpenAI. NVIDIA fluctuating between gains and losses as concerns of circular finance are thrust back into the fore. Let's bring in Citi Wealth Chief Investment Officer Kate Moore, who's still with us. Kate, I wonder how you're thinking about hyperscaler spending, NVIDIA spending, the circularity of it, and how this market is likely to continue to receive those numbers as we go through the rest of the earnings this week.
It's all just a circle jerk. I don't think we need to listen to that at all. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Super Danny and Dylan Crumb says, I'm just hoping Shiba has finally found a bottom and continues this reversal move upward. I've held this bag for far too long. It was #1 trending over the weekend. We talked about that with the Chaos crew. I believe it was on Saturday night. It might have been Friday night over there. Just want to give you guys an update of that. We didn't have a good turnout on Saturday, so I think I'm going to sit in the middle of the bear, and then in the dog days of summer. I think I might be pulling the weekends on the Patreon, dude. It was me playing a Game Boy for the first 15 minutes, and everyone started piling in a little bit there, but it was of course a smaller turnout than we're used to on Saturday. So we might take a weekend off for a month or so. We'll see how we go. We got to get out of the bear, man. We got to get everyone coming back for the bull. Yeah, it's line up. We're not going to be a full bull market soon, but it's going to be definitely a lot more interesting here by the beginning of next year. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with top trending coins. It looks like Shiba is not #1 anymore. It's not even in the top 10 or 20 anymore. But yeah, it was trending #1. I'm pretty sure that was either midnight on Friday or Saturday. I don't even see Sheep in the top 100. What is going on? So let's take a look at what's going on with Sheep. For, of course, Dylan this morning. $65,000 Bitcoin gets that on the crossover. We got to also check out Kramer and Friends too. But I'm curious to see what's going on with Sheep. Still continuing that sell-off. Yikes. And again, if you just kind of take the top of the top of the peak from 2021 all the way down, it's just been in a descending triangle for a long time. All right. Nothing really to see here. Let's go over to the Kramer and Friends and see what's going on with CNBC. We also got to get into the pause, too.
You're probably right in on Hugging Face, and this absolutely an American company use a Chinese model to fend off an attack by an American company.
But by the way, they don't fully understand how it happened. It broke out, it got access to the internet,
they don't know.
And it decided to do things that were completely outside what they believed were the guardrails.
Still talking about
I'm looking at sandboxes and suddenly new meaning.
There is plenty of scary stuff around AI. We mentioned earlier, though.
Yes, sir. We're going to have to shut down the internet one day. I hope not.
That narrative has been ebbing a great deal. The Journal story today saying hiring is starting to actually come back a bit at certain companies, even in technology-related areas. We'll see if that continues.
But aren't you
Could you imagine COVID, but like just internet only?
Again, what happened on Friday.
Scary.
You read about NVIDIA and you realize, well, look, they can have the first national backing of NVIDIA. They got one of the greatest balance sheets. They can do this stop out.
Yes.
They're going to get a huge amount of business. They're going to get business instead of Broadcom. They're going to get business instead of AMD. And then it starts at 209.60 at 430. Now look at it. 205. This is my problem with NVIDIA.
This is why your patience ran out in the last few weeks.
I just find myself defending a company I really like. I believe in it, but it now has to be the quarter. I think it's the quarter has to be great because intra-quarter, David, look at this. They're finding.
All right. Fears that NVIDIA is going to sell off at some point. All right. The AI hype is real. It is real. Okay. Let's move on. Let's take a look and see what the overall sentiment is looking like this morning. How you guys doing in the chat? Yes. I hope so. I hope a lot of these coins come back. I'll get squeezed up from their descending triangles from 2021 or maybe 1010 or wherever, of course, that originally stems from on the chart you're looking at. All right, of course, we're in the deep bear, guys. This is what it feels like. This is where we're at. This is what it is. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with the war. U.S. and Iran pause fighting to give peace talks space. Here's where negotiation stands as of this morning. Again, we have the FOMC meeting this Wednesday. We're going to have 4 live streams on Wednesday. We have the morning open. We have the 12, it's probably like 1 o'clock live stream for the Fed meeting. And then we have, of course, the evening live stream at 8 p.m. And then we have the Patreon-only live stream at 9:30. Guys, don't forget also to head over there if you want to hang out with the Chaos crew. And again, we do have those going on tonight as well, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on the channel. All right. Let's see what's going on with the war. The U.S. military brought to a halt 2 weeks. What? The U.S. military brought a halt to 2 weeks of strikes on Friday as diplomats sought to give peace talks some space. Iran has already refrained from military operations against the regional targets in recent days, but hostilities among other actors risk further escalation and an end to negotiations. I thought it was kind of weird that we were dropping bombs like crazy, like 14, 15 days in a row, 16 days in a row, whatever it was, last 2 weeks when we ran out of funding, and that of course was what, a week ago. So I don't know. I think they just finally hit the wall, and this is their to make America not look weak. This is kind of our narrative. I don't know. We're pausing it. A temporary hiatus in the hostilities between the U.S. and Iran appeared to be holding on Monday, but Iran denied media reports that it had agreed to a 10-day ceasefire. The U.S. Military brought a halt to 2 weeks of strikes on Friday as diplomats sought to give peace talks some space. Yeah, sure. I don't believe in a single word of any of this, especially now. Has developed over the last 2 years. Treasury yields tumble as Middle East tensions ease, and we already saw, we saw a little bit of a pullback on Brent this morning, down to $91. I think it's almost 90 flat now on Brent crude. Let's take a look at the chart real quick. There we go, and we're currently sitting at, flash crash to 86 at the open. Damn. Of course, another pullback on crude. This has been a roller coaster ride. Crypto doing pretty well. Bitcoin sitting at 65,300. Let's get into the overall crypto, of course, sentiment as well as the traditional markets. So let's take a look first at the stock market, sitting right now at 41 in fear. Again, the highest we have been the last 2 weeks has been about 43, 44. This is nothing new. So it's been sitting basically between like 39 and 43. Looking at crypto fear and greed. Looking at 30 this morning. Damn, this is one of the highest we've seen so far in the past few weeks. I think the highest we've seen this in the last 3 months has probably been like 33. So this is not too bad. Looking for fear this morning. Let's take a look at what's going on with the dollar. How's the Dixie doing? Still, in the moment of uncertainty, still, of course, peaking damn near 101.5 again this morning. We did touch that last week, so not looking good there. Looks like a bullish, of course, cup and handle forming for the Dixie. I hope that gets rejected. We'll see. It did get rejected a few other times. The smaller ones, though. Okay, it's probably gonna rip. All right, let's get a look at crypto bubbles. Let's take a look at some of the biggest movers on the day. BTW coming back 57%. Bitway, insane. I just had a massive sell-off the other week. It looks like it's coming back and making up some of that. Those gains. Geode, what is this? In the top 100 this morning. This is not working, just spinning forever. There we go. Geode coming up here. Looks like it just broke out here over the weekend. Where was this? Why do I have no dates on here? What the hell? I don't know what that is. I don't know what day that is. Looks like, 11 o'clock last night, I'm assuming. 11 o'clock last night. Here on the 1 day, up 27% on Geode. Let's take a look, since I just broke into the top 100. And we don't know what that is. All right, let's take a look and see what it is over here on CoinMarketCap. All right, Geode. What is this? Do a little health check on this here. Geode Net. I'm assuming this is it. 27 cents trading right now. Looks like $122 million market cap. Tokens, max supply. It's less than half, about 44% in allocation right now, or in circulation. And then what is this project? A little bit about what Geode is. GeodeNet. The Geo Global Earth Observation Decentralized Network. GeoNet is the decentralized network of space weather mining stations that will report the real-time influence of the sun, solar winds on the global navigational satellite system. The GNSS signals. The data is commonly used to accurately correct GNSS, GPS, and other navigational satellites. The signal will provide centimeter level positioning accuracy and improve absolute time accuracy to the nanosecond level. How do you make money with this?
What are you, stupid?
Traditional applications for these data services include autonomous navigation, agricultural construction, vehicle, machine control, earthquake, geohazard monitoring, and traditional land survey. Only the rich will know if we're going to have earthquakes or not. I mean, it might come to that. Okay. The traditional land survey, blockchain applications include decentralized mapping, metaverse digital twins, location-aware smart contracts, and proof of location and time. There's, of course, just a ton of speculation around this particular project going on right now. All right. So that's what Geode is. I'd imagine it's probably going to fall into the top 200 and 300 probably in the next few weeks. All right. Pyverse is down 12%. We got Tag up 30% there, and we got Zama up another 17%. My God, this thing keeps ripping. I've been waiting for another pullback to buy back in. It just keeps ripping. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is going to be another Gwei. At some point, it's just going to see a huge flash crash. You can't go up forever, guys. You can't go up forever. I mean, well, one coin can. Yeah, one can go up
the
forever.
Point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's see what other big movers we have here on the weekly. Again, we're looking for top movers to the downside. We're looking for 15% or more on a single week. Now, DEXE is down 92.9% on the week. This is insane. It's about ready to give up the entire market cap. It's going to do a Gwei, right? Too soon. Maybe.
What are you, stupid?
Velvet down 22%. We got Midnight down 27%. Those are the biggest movers right now on the to the downside here on the weekly. Again, the most oversold assets we have in the top 100. Oh, I'm still in the top 200. What the hell am I doing? I thought I was in the top 100. Oh my God, the whole time I've been in the top 200. Whatever, we'll finish the top 200. Okay, whatever. Also look at the monthly here in the top 200. We're looking at DXE. I got confused because DXE used to be in the top 100 until last week. All right. It's still too early. Need more coffee. Need more chaos. All right, let's take a look and see anything else here. Top movers to the downside. We're seeing a lot more pain here in the top 200. I do like to see this, although not enough in my opinion. Still only about 3 or 4 assets. Only 4. Grass is down 31%. We got DEXE down 88%. We got Velvet down 71%, and we got Midnight down 37%. Only 4 assets in the top 200 out of 100 coins. Only 4 are oversold on the month on the top 200. Let's take a look at the top 100. Do the same thing over here. It's nothing but up here. Look at this, guys. Wow. Pumped Up Funds up 18%. Beat's still running. Man, Beat is still beating it. 22%. 22% this morning. 73% on the week. Damn. That's been just an insane run here in the last week for Beat. We got Hash down 11%. Those are pretty much the biggest movers here. I did start picking up some autos. I've been telling you guys, start DCing into those long-term bags. It's coming. Eventually, we're going to find the bottom. It seems like every day I tell you there's less and less coins here oversold. It feels like we're at the bottom. There's only one coin oversold here on the week now. It's only Picoin. That thing doesn't even exist to me. I cannot believe it still exists in the top 100. Why is this has got to be at 99 right now? Come on, 63 still. Who the hell's still holding this thing? What is wrong with you?
Stupid.
All right. That's Picoin. That's the dumpster fire, of course, that keeps on giving to the downside. All right. Keeps giving giving back to the whales. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Most oversold assets here on the monthly. Again, it's Picoin. It's WorldCoin. But Picoin's the only asset oversold here on the month. That is it. Just one coin in the top 100 that's oversold now on the month. It feels like we're near the bottom, right? Is this finally the bottom? Overall market cap's doing okay too. If you look at the overall market cap, 2.23 trillion in crypto. It's holding in there for the month of July. I'm still expecting a little bit of a dip in the towards the end. We'll see how the FOMC meeting does, of course, affect things, but it does not look like clarity is going to pass this month. I would love to be wrong on that, but we keep, of course, getting new updates from that over there. I'm sure we're going to get more this week as well. We're gonna get a vote either way. Either it's going to happen this week or next week. My guess is going to be next week at the very last minute, maybe like Wednesday or something. All right. Let's get back to doom scrolling, guys. Again, not financial advice, just my 2 cents on the bubbles. Yes, sir.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right. Nvidia revives fear of AI circular financing. Yeah. It's just a circle jerk, man.
I and others, and we revive this fear of circular financing that's been floating out there in some shape or form for the past couple of years. How are you viewing this?
I mean, look, the numbers are getting very big for NVIDIA as well as for these model companies, Anthropic and OpenAI. When you look at the kind of spend they want to make, like there's no way they have the balance sheet like the hyperscalers to do it all themselves. So, vendors lease support, which is what NVIDIA seems to be doing for OpenAI. It's just one way for NVIDIA to make sure that they have an ecosystem. Even though all these companies are developing their own chips, I mean, whether it's the hyperscalers, even OpenAI, now it's developing its own chip. But NVIDIA wants to make sure that the build-out continues at this pace without a digestion.
Basically, and we'll cut Mandeep off there. Basically, it's just been a circle jerk for years. It's like, how long can liquidity stay in those very few amount of not coins? No, they're not stocks, right? How long can they keep the speculation going, as we still are nowhere near the demand, of course, that's going to be, of course, required of these chips. We have nowhere near the amount of chips we need for this world they're building. All right, let's see. Eventually, that's going to come back in. It's going to circle back into crypto. At some point, people are going to get bored, right? Maybe. I hope so. It's been going on now for 3 or 4 years. Of course, that is the AI bubble. All right, let's get back into some of the headlines here. Let's see if there's anything else we may have missed on CNBC this morning. Why Trump new tariff blitz is very different this time around. This one came in an hour ago. A little opinion piece here. Trump administration on Friday unveiled new tariffs on 60 trading partners, reigniting the global trade tensions. It's kind of quiet on the tariff front this morning. Oh, don't be prepared for another bomb to get dropped, as Trump's just wildly going out there and stirring up the pot. Of course, we love our chaos president here on this channel.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
I guess we do. He brings up chaos. That's he definitely spurs chaos. That's 100%. The new duties land in markedly different economic environments from last year's Liberation Day announcements, as global markets grapple with the continuing effects of the Middle East conflict and ongoing inflationary pressures. It just seems to be like the same story, bro. Every day. Groundhog Day, yes it is. Investment strategies warn the renewed trade tensions risk a structural drag on global growth. All right, that's all that the opinion piece has for us there. What else? Apple options are doing something unusual into earnings. Chip maker CXMT, I think that's the one that's going to be. Is that the one that's going to be partnering up with AT&T? All right. No, that's China's. That's China's big debut. CXMT's 466% market debut surge makes it the most valuable China listing company. That's insane. Federal Reserve is likely to hold interest rates steady. We have a 30% chance now on that read that's coming out on Wednesday. 38% chance of Clarity Act. Okay. And 30% chance of a Fed rate hike this Wednesday. I don't know where the hell that went. Fed decision in July. No change, 77% chance, 21.2% on Polymarket. I think Kalshi has 30% right now on Kalshi. All right, I think that's where I heard that this morning. Okay, where else are we going? That might be it on the headlines here today. We're going to get into crypto news here in about 10 minutes. We're a little early. Let's take a look back with you guys in the chat. Bitcoin holding 65,500. A little bit of a wake up at the American Open again. Continuing the rally we had from the foreign market open. Looking pretty good, guys. It seems like a pretty good day. If you guys are just joining us, of course, winning. Of course, we called the price action of Bitcoin going into the weekend again.
So much, you may
Who would have thought?
Tired of winning.
and I'm still tired of winning. I just want to be wrong. That's it, guys. I just want to be wrong. I'm so tired of being right. Crypto JPEG says I'm late as hell. I missed anything good? Haven't been around all weekend either. Just a lot of AI babble this morning. Crypto is doing okay. Miria. Danny asked about Miria. I actually just took it off the chart this weekend. We can take a look at that, I guess. We're taking a look at DOT this weekend because this has been a sleeping dragon, right? or a dead project. One of the two. Let's take a look at Miria. I used to love DOT, man. I used to hold that back in the last few bears, made a lot of money, and it's just killing it right now to the downside. All right, let's go to Miria on crypto.com. You can find very few exchanges now holding this project. It's been in a descending triangle as all the liquidity has been leaving it forever. Yes, it has. It's just been a continuing, of course, downtrend after losing pretty much every exchange on Earth, on the planet Earth. That is it. There's only one I think that's even listed on TradingView. It's just crypto.com. No hope in sight there, man. No hope in sight. Are you guys bullish on Miria? Let me know in the chat.
We're gonna win so much.
I'm not touching that damn thing with a 10-foot pole. What's going on, guys, in the chat? Catching up with you guys. Let's see. I also have a big dot bags. Shake my head, says Dylan Crum. Oh, damn. Piecoin, kill it with fire. Yes, sir, Danny. Yes, sir. We have find a bottom yet. Actually, eventually, soon, Dylan? It doesn't look like it, man. Miria's just going down to, to hell forever. She's going to hang out with Helmo, and he's going to love it. Where's Helmo? There he is. There he is. Yes, sir. I also have a big dot bag. Okay, Danny says only one coin can go up, and that's Miria. Only if you flip this upside down, it can go up. Yeah. Hoping one day dot finds a bottom. Me too. I don't know what the American plan is for TikTok. Originally, they were going to put TikTok on the blockchain. Polkadot was kind of that leading narrative. That was going to be the deal. We were going to get TikTok as one of the biggest, applications out there for the normies, right? We were going to get the normies basically on the blockchain without them even being aware of it, and basically build the new TikTok on Polkadot. But that, I don't know if that's still the narrative. That could be a sleeping dragon because of it. Or it could be a dead project now because it didn't work out in that deal. I'm not sure what the future is with Polkadot. Andy says, Honey, Jasmine, Miria, Rob. What the hell? How's it going this morning? Andy in the chat, spreading some, not spreading any pride, no. Just spreading some truth. Spreading some truth. Poop, burgers and fries. Donuts and junk food. Oh my god. And oh my. What's up? Rugrat also here, guys. Bricks here. How's it going? Greetings also from Bricks. Don't forget the Bricks Nations also. Sarcasm. Yes, Danny. Sarcasm. Zamachart is one of the most exciting this cycle. I agree with you, Rugrat. It just does not want to stop. I might have to just throw money in it and hope we actually get don't get a pullback. At this point, it's just ripping. I don't buy things on rips. I'm still holding a small bag, but my god, dude, I'm about ready to sell it. It's about ready to come back. It has to pull back at some point. It doesn't go up forever, Laura, right? Nothing but Bitcoin, right? When are we gonna see a consolidation? My god, it's just overextended here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. At this point, we're sitting up 100% from the lows down here to about 3 cents 3. This thing is tested over the weekend. 6 cents 5. 6 cents 5. Scary. They did just get a few announcements. This is definitely one of the bigger privacy coins, I think, that's been sleeping for a long time. It's been, of course, a channel darling for a long time as well. Let's see what else going on. Rugrat said in 10 joules. Thank you so much, Rugrat, for the joules. This morning. All right, we'll see. Hopefully, we do see at least a pullback to $100 million market cap. I'm a buyer, man, below like 4.5 at this point. That's gnarly. Last week I was a buyer at like 3.6 low and lower. Now I'm a buyer at 4.5. Ugh. I don't like that, man. I want to wait for a pullback, and that's what I've been waiting for most of crypto to see a pullback, probably at the end of the month. this thing has to correct at some point. I don't know if it's just going to come back to 110 and bounce, or if it's going to come back to $100 million market cap and then bounce. At some point, we're going to see a bounce, right? Let's do a baseline bear and bull case scenario for Zama. I guess baseline would be 100 million. Bear case would be maybe 90 million. Again, that would be that 4.5, right, or lower. Maybe even a little lower than that. Let's just send it, man. Let's just send it down to like 85, or even the trend line. Just go back to the trend line. That was the original plan when it still looked like it was going to come down to 33.6. And then a bull case scenario, I guess, for Zama holders. Right now, we see a correction only at right where we are right now, and it just rips forever. It just goes up forever, Laura. I don't know. That's our bull case scenario for Zama. I hope to get a baseline bull here. Somewhere in between here, I'll be a buyer of Zama again on the downturn. DCA, of course, I'm not going to throw my whole bag in if we go down to 110 or 100. This thing could just completely crash. Don't forget, we do still have the next large unlock for Zama in February. So again, it's going to be like, I think it's like 10 or 20% of I think it's 20% of the whole supply. So again, don't hold it forever. If you're a trader, just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, moving on. Bitcoin sitting at 65,200, 300 at the morning open, still kind of there. You guys just missed it. Of course, we called for the entire price action of Bitcoin over the weekend, calling for baseline bear, and we hit pretty much right on the top of that target. All right, let's get into more doom scrolling over here. Time to get into crypto news too in about 2 minutes. One more check with TradFi. Looks like they're on break here on Bloomberg and CNBC, more than likely on break.
Very heavily.
Not yet.
Ludnick is, Commerce Secretary, driving a lot of what's happening a lot.
Well, certainly this Ohio deal that we've been talking about.
Yeah, let's not lose sight. It's not I don't know what the government's going to earn this year, but I think it may have a blowout quarter.
Okay. Government's going to have a blowout quarter. Okay, I think it just froze. Okay, that's our segue into crypto news. Let's get over here, see what else we have. Let's start with Cointelegraph. Screw it. Headlining right now, Coinbase CEO touts agentic finance as base tops $100 million AI payments. Yes, the future is now. Hong Kong crypto giant Hashkey merges regional exchange into one. Rate path still divides investors. 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. I guess is what's going on with Bitcoin, particularly this week. Markets remain split on rate outlook. Are they split really? It's a 75% chance of pretty much no change. Doesn't mean that it's going to, of course, not scare people into thinking about the next rate height or hike, which could, of course, come as early as I think they're having one in August. I think they're having one. It might be September. All right, commenting trading resource Mosaic Asset Company also noted that pending upward breakout in 30-year bonds, although the long end of the bond curve now plays a diminished role in funding the U.S. government. This could notionally add pressure to Warsh as he reshapes the language. It's probably going to be a nothing burger on this too. Even though people are flooding back into the dollar, the government also can't spend too much more money on this war, right? I don't know, maybe.
Are you stupid?
I mean, they have infinite cash at the Federal Reserve.
The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that Yeah, and
they're just going to print money forever. All right. I guess anything else happening for Bitcoin this week? It's just going to be FOMC. We're going to be here, of course, covering that on Wednesday. All right. Bitcoin falls under 64K over the weekend. Of course, we shot back up almost to 66, 67. Let's see, that's old news. Bitmart withdrawals appear to slow following wind down announcement. I've been hearing a lot of scares from everyone in Europe right now. Get your get your coins off exchanges if you're in the MiCA territories. Brazilian police bust cocaine traffickers and crypto link transnational probe. And it's pretty much a nothing day here on the news. Nothing news day here. Let's double check here on cryptonews.net, as I do see a lot of breaking stuff. Hit this first. Bitcoin is back above 65K as U.S. and Iran hold fire. Oil drops 5%. And that's pretty typical. Thailand's SEC alleges BitCub a concealed cyber attack that led to $50 million hack. We talked about that last week. It's ongoing. Espresso price prediction. Bullish momentum builds as ESP targets a lot of these hopium articles for Aave and Espresso this morning. Securitize builds Wall Street credentials with SEC advisor license as tokenization expands. NVIDIA forms 37 member AI security alliance without OpenAI, Anthropic, or Google. Wow. Damn. AAA says it can meet all liabilities after Treasury wallet exploit. I'm not pumped up fun. Hopium article, XRP or Hopium article. A lot of Hopium article. A Quant Doom article? Quant FUD article? Quant lost in malicious EIP exploit. 2,000 coins lost. Bitcoin reclaimed 65.5. All right. Yeah, it's mostly just FUD and Hopium this morning. Scaramucci says Clarity Act is major improvement over crypto Wild West. And if we'll see that, we'll see. We got another big asset manager coming out. Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Goldman Sachs, all want, of course, Clarity to pass next week. So we'll see if they get what they want. Usually the big asset managers, BlackRock, all Fidelity, all of them get what they want usually. We'll see if that holds true into next week. Analyst sees Bitcoin at $200,000 on Clarity Act passage. Damn, that is a hell of an ask. I don't see it though. But well, they do. Crypto.com reporting this one. Some analysts say that Bitcoin could reach 200K if Clarity Act becomes law. Maybe like, a year down the road, going into next year, maybe the end of next year. That is a very big if. 7 roadblocks now stand between the bill and a Senate vote. Clarity Act would decide whether U.S. agency policies polices crypto. It has sat on the Senate's to-do list since June 1st without a vote. Why $200,000 depends on the bill. It needs, of course, certainty. We need clarity. We need, of course, investor confidence in this market. It's not that complicated. All right, we're gonna skip the rest of that there. All right, continuing into crypto news, I want to show you guys where Bitcoin's looking like in the weather this morning. We haven't done that yet. We got to do the weather. Take a look at the weather. Here we go. Let's take a look at the weather this morning. If you guys didn't see too, we also had the war. Quentin had shown me this one over the weekend. Someone created a simulated war over the battle on Bitcoin's price action on the order books. Right now, it looks like the bears are winning for the moment. Let's take a look and see how that reflects on the weather this morning. All right, if you guys haven't seen this before, it's crypto, of course, order books, the heartbeat of crypto for the order books on Bitcoin. We have, of course, Kimber the White Snowline bringing this to you for free as a service to YouTube. Don't pay for what you get for free.
What are you, stupid?
Heat map, of course, is usually like a $30 a month tool. All right. So yeah, we're looking at 4.7 billion, 4.6 billion on Bitcoin. Flat. Very low volume, in my opinion, for Bitcoin. Again, some of the higher trading days usually around like 20 billion or more. So it's not that great this morning going into the Monday. We see a clear pattern, parallel channel sitting here at $66,050, holding us back. The bears are holding us back, and we are pinned between 66 and about 64,800. Again, always respects the 8s, the 3s, and the 6s. Again, the next leg up possibly here, if the bulls get a little too bullish, could be about 65 flat. Kind of keeping Bitcoin above water there. If we do see a test lower, we could see a bounce even sooner. Looks like here at about 65.3, more than likely 65.3 is kind of where we're at right now, defending that area for a bounce. All right, let's take a look here at the daily, looking at the last 12 hours on Bitcoin on the order books. It kind of looks a little divided. It looks a little divided. Man, it looks like we're coming out a little lower here on the short term within like the last hour and a half since the open. We did see a bit of spike, of course, in the foreign market open there in the last 6 hours, 7 hours, which was good. It was higher in all levels there for the most part, but we are coming down a little bit now on the short term, so it's a little bit cloudy so far in the weather. Looking at the weekly here, and again, it's just been nothing but a bit of a bounce here on the week. Adding more to the lower end here, about 63K on the heat map. So looking a little bearish going into the end of the month on Bitcoin, not going to lie, here on the weekly. Again, the last 2 or 3 days, adding more to these lower positions. We haven't seen them yet, but they're adding, of course, the support and hope that, of course, they'll come back there for the ones who want to buy Bitcoin a little bit over 60K. Nothing's still being added in a major way to any of the lower areas here. You can see here it's pretty much all flat here on the order books, under 60K. So that tells me, of course, that we have legs, and the bottom may be here somewhere between 60 and 63K. As of right now, this is kind of what we're looking at. There's nothing here. There's nothing here at 60K or lower. All the heat right here is now being added mostly around 62, 61.8. I would say 61.8 within the last month or so. So again, just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on here in the monthly. Again, guys, it looks like we have a little bit of a cloudy day for Bitcoin. I don't really see much of any rain or thunderstorms. I would say maybe some showers into the evening or afternoon. But yeah, so far looking so good on Bitcoin today. Coming out the gate, before the FOMC. We could start to see a little bit of a climb. And this has happened before, but leading up to the FOMC, we could see a little bit of a climb and then see the opposite, of course, at the FOMC day, usually around 12, right before the meeting. We see a bit of a pullback or a dump as soon as he comes out. Kevin Warsh would be, of course, replaced Powell in that scenario. In the past, I've seen that happen many, many times. Or we could just, go up forever, Laura. Into the end of the month, ignore everything leading up to clarity, buy the rumor, sell the news. If clarity passes or doesn't, it wouldn't matter. It's just going to be the peak that we see, the difference in peak we see if clarity actually gets the vote. But it's going to be here in the rumblings in the next week or two, so keep an eye out for that. Don't hold things forever, Laura. Maybe going into August is kind of what I'm alluding to there. DCA into some of your favorite projects. They're going to be, of course, holding long-term, value. I think those coins may be getting near their bottoms right now, especially if clarity passes. They're just gonna take off. All right. So anyway, guys, that's the weather. Hope you guys are prepared. Hope you guys are gonna dress well for it. And let's move back into TradFi. What else is going on with Doomberg? And they're on break. CNBC is more than likely going to be on break as well. And we're going to get into some doom
and as long as oil prices stay high, it's there.
Updates,
and it's front and center for
crude.
consumers.
Yeah. Let's talk more about the market action ahead of the pivotal week, as Sarah said. Joining us here at Post 9, Evercore ISI Chief Equity Strategist Julian Emanuel joins us on this Monday. Welcome back, Jay. Great to have you. You've been constructive. I would imagine not much of this has derailed your enthusiasm or optimism.
No, but I tell you, I want to push back on that idea that higher oil prices don't matter. Okay.
Well, I'm not sure that was the argument.
I didn't say they don't matter, just they're less relevant for the global economy than they were decades ago.
No question about that. But I will tell you right now, this morning, the happiest person in the world, the oil price action the last 2 days, is Kevin Warsh.
Wow. Yeah.
It's making his job a lot simpler in a time where, look, we've seen record supply coming on in terms of hyperscaler debt. At the same time, the global oil prices have driven yield.
Whatever. It's volatile. Either way, it's volatile. He's not going to do anything on the pullback here. Okay. All right. It's just a bunch of nonsense there this morning. Okay, let's get back into some doom scrolling, guys. There's some doom scrolling. Duet Steam. How's it going this morning, Duet? Why is price jumping and falling? Well, you just heard it. I just broke it down a little earlier. I think you got the idea. Of course, we're leading into possibility of clarity. Buy the rumor, sell the news, all around here on a bunch of different narratives. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with doom scrolling. If you guys haven't already, please hit the like, subscribe down below. I would appreciate you if you did. Of course, it's one of the easiest and cheapest ways. So, of course, it's free to support me and my channel. All right. And also, if you guys want to catch the Patreon live, we do have another one tonight. We're going to be coming out at 9:30 Eastern, right after our live stream, and we're going to have another Chaos Crew, of course, hangout. So, if you guys want to hang out with the Chaos Crew, it's only $15 a month to support me and my channel, and hang out and make some money in the bear, or lose some money in the bear. We just had a long winning streak, and then we had, of course, a pullback on Gwei, and that thing is still bleeding, guys. That thing is still bleeding down. And I sold the last leg up. I still have a tiny bit of my bag. I still have a quarter of my bag left, but I've lost any interest in this, guys. Any interest left in Gwei at this moment in time. I might be a buyer at 1.5 though, and we're continuing going down. Coming down. 1.5 is the next stop still. On Gui. All right. Enough of that. Let's get back into, doom scrolling here on X. What's going on with X? Crypto Twitter. Senate releases a Unified Clarity Act draft 2 hours ago, coming from Bitcoin News. The Senate released a Unified Clarity Act drafting, combining the Senate Banking and Housing Agriculture Committee bills, adding new ethics restrictions on federal officials' digital assets activity. A motion is to proceed is expected Monday or Tuesday, with a Senate floor vote targeting for next week of August 3rd, just before recess. And again, between this week and next week, this is what you're going to hear. Wall Street giant includes BlackRock backs Clarity Act with $30 trillion muscle. A coalition of the financial giants managing more than $30 trillion in assets have endorsed the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act. BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Grayscale are among, of course, the firms backing the bill. Legislation would establish a clear oversight rules for the SEC, CFTC, while introducing anti-money laundering requirements. Supporters urge the Senate to help the bill move forward before Congress begins its August recess. Usually they get what they want, especially BlackRock. They always get what they want. If you guys were here in 2021 leading into 2024 and of course the ETF launch, it wasn't until BlackRock got involved with the ETFs they finally of course got them launched. I'm telling you, within like less than a year, like within 6 months, BlackRock had an ETF. All right, Charles Hoskinson. I'm so tired of talking about Ethereum. Whoa, damn, he just won't stop giving himself really bad PR lately. Okay, and the block who asked about Ethereum's founding. You're lazy. Do some effing research, he said. It's been 12 years, and I've answered the same question 400 times. Wow, Charles. Calm down, Charles.
I want to take it back to the origin story, and forgive me.
You got an echo on this video.
And indulge me a little bit here, because I've never had the chance to ask you in person the actual story behind what happened with the founding of Ethereum.
I'm not going to talk about the founding of Ethereum, dude, and shame on you for asking it. Do some basic fucking research. It's been 12 years, and I've answered the question 400 times in every goddamn interview. Imagine my life experience, every interview. Hey, you worked at a place 12 years ago for 6
Charles
months.
Ain't gonna have hair after this run.
About it. Can you go back to that and walk me through step by step everything that happened? You're lazy. Dude, in any basic research, it is lazy. In any basic research, there are hundreds.
Charles, there's new people every day in crypto. You gotta keep telling the story.
Of interviews where I've spent 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours talking about it, going back and forth about it.
Again,
12 years, man. I had 12 years. You want to ask me about the 12 years of how we built Cardano to a $100 billion ecosystem and solved some of the hardest problems of computer science? Or you want to talk about 6 months of my life 12 years ago that I've already talked about 200 times, 300 times, 400 times? Again, if a traumatic event happens in your life and you're done talking about it, you've said what you've wanted to say, it's not appropriate. Just keep badgering people after 12 years about
Dylan,
the
yes.
goddamn thing. I'm so tired of talking about Ethereum. You know, I'm so tired of it.
Charles, you would talk about Ethereum. You would definitely talk about your time, in being involved in the Ethereum Foundation. If your project was worth $2 or $3 today, you would be. Again, he's just getting kind of jaded. I agree with Dylan Crum. Charles Villain at ARC has to be studied. Yes, it does. Damn, there's going to be documentaries on it, I'm sure, in the future. But it's just been getting worse and worse by the week. All right, just in $675 billion. That's a big number. $billion added to the U.S. stock market at open today. We did just see about 800 or 900 leave all markets within the last. That was on Thursday or Friday, right? I forget what day that was. Last week. So just last week, we just seen about $1 trillion leave, and we're starting to see some of that more of that flood in. This is from Watcher Guru about 30 minutes ago here on my doom scrolling on X. Update: New Clarity Act draft has been released. We already got that, of course, skinny earlier. That was the first thing I read here actually on, of course, doom scrolling. Clarity Act negotiations resume tomorrow. Looks like they're not going to be doing it. Oh no, this is as of 15 hours ago. Of course, we're talking about Monday today. Fong Li says strategy's long-term objective for Stretch has been a trade consistently near $100 per share with liquidity, low volatility, and healthy, sustainable, independent demand. Of course, defending Michael Saylor as Michael Saylor today. I think I shared it on my main page earlier when I woke up this morning. I always, of course, check on Saylor in the mornings on Monday. Strategy has increased its USD reserves to $525 million by $525 million, achieving 2.1 years of dividend coverage. Again, people are expecting, Michael Saylor's company to go the way of the dinosaur. It's not the case. Of course, he's just building, of course, his war chest to pay dividends for a extended bear market at the absolute worst case scenario. We don't see, of course, another return to the 4-year cycle going into crypto spring next year. All right. What else do we have here? Anything else? As an hour ago, we were talking about that. His longest period of pause of buying Bitcoin. It's what Crypto Twitter's talking about a lot this morning as well. Bitmark's crypto token BMX collapses 60% over the exchange announcing of shutting down last week. Of course, Bitmark, everything, of course, is going down. They're going to be shutting down operations in September. We covered that last week. Justin Brian Armstrong criticizes crypto companies that pivoted to AI, arguing that AI will actually need crypto. Don't ignore it. I agree with him because what do you think the robots and the AI are going to be using? Not US dollars. They're going to be using crypto. Public company Strive buys $5 million worth of Bitcoin. 4 weeks in a row of buying Bitcoin. The consistency is amazing. All right. Clarity Act, of course. Draft bill. We already covered that. Again, the big boys coming out in support of the bill. We already talked about that. And I think that's it. I think we pretty much exhausted all the big rumblings we had this morning in crypto. All right, Bitcoin reclaimed 65K as the U.S. opens. Senate alumnus on crypto. The Clarity Act fails. The U.S. could lose the crypto industry for good. Yeah, it could be just like 2021, where we've seen every single company come out announce that they were going to be leaving the country. It's going to be possibly a similar scenario right afterwards. Right afterwards. I would not be surprised at all if Coinbase says, we're going to move to the Bahamas. We're going to move somewhere else. Of course, just like we saw in 2021, 22. And $660 billion has been added to the U.S. stock market as the U.S. and Iran pause military strikes. All right. Of course, more money being flowing back in. The pause of the war. Oh, yeah, here it is. This is what I was looking for this morning, guys. Could it be as easy as this? Oil is down today. Bomb Iran. Oil up. Sell the stock. Say peace is near. Oil down. Buy oil. Bomb Iran. Oil up. It seems like that's been kind of the place there for a while time. I'm going to share that over there on my, of course, crypto Twitter. CZ hopes exchange shutdowns mark the bottom. That's a bold statement there from CZ. Binance founder CZ reacted the wave of crypto exchange failures this week. Ascend EX, BitMEX, and Bitmark all winding down or shutting down operations. Brutal. Hope this marks the bottom. Stay safeu. From, of course, CZ. Let's see. Anything else here? Anything else? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much Picoin. Yes, Picoin. I'm not sure why that's in my feed. Kill it with fire. Picore team has completed distribution of Slice tokens. The event saw commitment of $15 million in test MPI, or maybe it's just 15 pi. I don't know. Mike Novogratz out what actually happens when Bitcoin crossed $100,000. When Bitcoin went through $100,000, that was a major level. Bitcoin was not supposed to act like this. You had gold prices higher, you had NASDAQ higher, rates higher. The Trump administration very pro crypto. And he talks about a little bit what went wrong.
When Bitcoin went through 100,000, that was a major level that it broke down on. And so Bitcoin was not supposed to act like this, right? You had gold prices higher, the NASDAQ higher, rates going lower. This was the Trump administration was very pro-crypto. And so, something went wrong. And I think what ended up happening was people finally started taking profits. After we crossed 100, it felt like the community had won. But
that's true. It looks like, we had a little bit of an interview there clipped from Bloomberg from Mike Novogratz. It's been a while since I've seen him out in an interview. All right. Let's see what else we have. Anything else going on with TradFi this morning? What's going on with you guys in the chat? I'm still waiting for the villain arc too, on Dylan. To see how that plays out with Charles. Speaking of Charles, how's Cardano doing?
All the spending, because the numbers are enormous, and the question continues to be, will the...
let's see what's going on with Cardano this morning. After that one just came out, him exploding on some new interview. Not looking good. 16 cents, starting to pull back down again, as that's making the rounds now on crypto Twitter. We saw a low of 16.25. It hasn't tested the the ultra lows yet, but it could come again for Cardano. It is holding that trend line though since the last time we really looked at it. It's still holding trend to the upside anyway. All right, again, this was Clarity back here, I think, right? We had the Senate Bank. No, that's back here. I think that was this one, this rip, beginning of the month. I always check SWE to make sure looking at the right one, because that big rip on SWE was pretty gnarly. That was May. Yeah, nowhere near. That was back in May when it passed the banking committee. All right. How did Charles do in May? Not good. not great. I'm nowhere near it. I'm still nowhere near it. Yeah, either way, not good. It was that run up there, and then yeah, it went to hell. I have been saying though that this inverted head and shoulder looks like it might play out. Or Cardano. If this is the final bottom for crypto and on Bitcoin and everything else near about in the low to the low 60s, high 50s, it's possible this could be the bottom for Cardano too. All right. Enough of that. Let's see what else is going on. They're talking about Nvidia still here on CNBC.
The probability of a hike, but at the moment, the business cycle is absolutely critical because AI spending has become such an important driver of growth. And if that continues, then it's all great. But if it begins to slow down, how is the market going to respond to that? So that's why the earnings on Wednesday and Thursday is going to be very, very important for the market and for the economy.
Are there any cracks?
You're not answering that, but yeah. I mean, you do a lot of. Do you have a guess? Do you have anything to offer? I know you've done a lot of work, for example, on employment. You're looking at this stuff. Do you have anything to tell us in terms of what you anticipate will ultimately be a positive return and/or a successful return on all this invested capital?
Well, let's just agree at this point that a lot of the financings have already been put in place for the rest of this year. So at least for the next several quarters, we should still get some lift to capex spending. The key question becomes the market's reaction to the earnings. So the answer is I absolutely do believe that this will continue to contribute to GDP growth. But the critical thing is because markets have become so concentrated in the AI trade, no longer just in equities, also in credit, that becomes very, very critical if that does continue going into this week.
Is there enough demand for all that debt?
Well, at this point, of course, as a share of the index, the hyperscalers make up still a very, very small share relative to what industrials and financials make up. But the answer to your question, of course, is that at this point, spreads are widening out, and that's, of course, markets are beginning to ask, well, should we absorb all this debt? And the number one question is, are spreads widening out because of worries about the credit, or spread widening out because there's simply just so much coming to the market?
Because
All right. I guess, I kind of agree with him. If America does prove itself to be a leading edge, of course, in AI, I think, of course, we're really being challenged by China right now. But if we do end up taking the edge, it could actually increase the GDP quite a lot here in the States. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. Anything else going on, guys? Not really. Bitcoin just lost 65K. That's exciting. All right. Inverse head and shoulders has the highest probability of a reversal, in my opinion, says Dylan Crum, for, of course, Charles and his dumpster fire over there. Yeah. All right. Speaking of dumpster fire, let me give Helmo a break. All right. As Bitcoin just left 65K, possibly taking, of course, another trip down to the trend line. Again, we've been holding this pretty steady. This has been really exciting to see how this has played out this month. We did lose the rails. I had to take them off. The guardrails were, of course, from April's price action. So we lost those last week. Just a quick little update. If you guys didn't see last week, I took those off from the only up month in April. That was an insane month on that rip. So we took those off. Bitcoin's holding the last level of support right now. Again, we have at least a pullback to 64,300. Be my guess if we do slam the brakes back down there and keep that going for the rest of the month. And we only have a few more days left, really. It's the 27th today. So going into the FOMC, that's going to be the 29th. And then we got, what, is it 30 or 31st? I forget. Might be 4 days left of this month, probably in the month of July. All right. So anyway, I would say possibly a pullback to the support line here on trend. by this evening or afternoon, about 64.3. That would be the bear case scenario. Maybe a little worse if it gets some macro news later. But other than that, it's been nothing but up here now since the weekend, since Friday. Looking pretty good here on Bitcoin. All right, anything else going on, guys? Anything else? Not really. No. Kind of reading the weeds here. I think we're pretty much all caught up this morning. It's been another morning of chaos. I can't wait for the end of the month to see what happens with the FOMC meeting. Again, we're going to be out 4 times on Wednesday, as we usually do for our, of course, FOMC meeting days. So don't miss that, guys. It's going to be fun. We're going to have, of course, Fed Chair Warsh Bingo. We did win last time. Warsh is getting harder to predict where he's going to go, though. I have a lot of ideas on the bingo card for that. So if you guys want to come out and help me set up that card, we are doing giveaways now on full cards. So again, it benefits you if you help me, of course, win a full card on Warsh. That's going to be harder to do than Trump. Trump likes to go off the teleprompter a lot of times. We did hang out and watch that with the Chaos crew. A quick little update if you guys didn't see it. Trump pulled out a 2028 hat in front of the press after mocking them and calling them names as per usual on the correspondence dinner on Friday. That was a lot of fun. I'm sure the press got a ton of pictures and a lot of coverage on that, him wearing that on Friday night. Yep, there it is at the dinner. He's like, just so you know, I'm going to win the 4th time. He was, of course, teasing the news. He didn't actually mean it. I know a lot of my friends that are far left. I'm in the middle, but a lot of my friends that are far left are already saying, he says he's going to run again. He says he's already ran 3 times. And I'm like, calm down, man. He's just joking. He can't actually do it. There's anyway. I'm not going to go into politics. All right, inverse head and shoulders. Okay, Easy in the chat says the hippos are potentially hippoing this week. Ooh, another happy house, happy house. The happy tiny house hippo dump. I don't know. Coming soon. I hope so. I want to buy some more shit.
They call them dumps. Big massive dump.
A little bit of Bitcoin dump this morning. After the opening pump. It is 10:30 too, right on time for a pullback. Again, to the trend line more than likely. If we do see a little bit of that, it's probably where it's going to fall down to. Ethereum having a good run too. I mean, with Bitcoin, it did touch 1980 again. So I think that's pretty much double getting. Oh no, actually a little higher than it did last week. Not by like $20-30. Just a little higher, inching higher. As we get closer to, again, buy the rumor, sell the news on Clarity. Not really much else going on, guys. Zama's still taking the stage. Look at this thing just continuing to rip. I wanna see a pullback, guys. I want to buy some more of everything. Let's see. Anything else? Rave continuing. Is that 26% every day now on Rave? Like every freaking day now. It is now up since we bought in a little bit back here. What is it? 80-90%. I'm selling. I'm selling. All right, I'm just gonna sell it. Screw it. I'm already up like 100% on my stupid Rave bag. Yep, that's gone. That's gone. Yep, that's gone. All right, it's gone. All right, I sold. It's probably gonna rip again. Another 20-30%. We'll take it back to retest 5 cents or 52 cents, 53 cents. And again, if we see a breakout on Rave, again, it's gonna hit all the resistances all at once. Got to chop through all of that, which I don't think it's gonna do right away. But if it does, it could hit as high as probably 70 cents on that move. And again, guys, don't forget to take profits. That's why we're here. Especially if these aren't your long-term bags, right? I don't know anyone holding Rave long-term. Do I? Oh, maybe just one. Maybe our correspondent, our DGen correspondent, Booger Glider. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's all I got. I wish there was more chaos, but things are kind of calming down here as they usually do by 10:30. Again, expect a little bit of a retracement on Bitcoin, maybe into the week, into the afternoon. There could be showers. I don't think there's going to be thunderstorms. I think it's going to be maybe some showers again. Talking about a little cloudy today and the weather. Congrats on the profits, says Dylan Crum. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, just a couple $100. I just threw a couple hundred at it, so just gonna make a couple $100, get in, get out. Okay, the hippos are potentially hippoing this week. I hope so. Easy. I really do. I want to buy some more. Cheat. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Stay safe out there, and of course, crypto land, as there's more pain to come. I'm expecting a pullback in August either way, with buy the rumor, sell the news, on clarity, whether we win or not. Depends on how big the peak's gonna be. I'm excited. We'll see what we get, guys. Have a good one, guys. Later. Peace.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my key. In other words, let's make history. Oh, do my world with more wrong and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I'm on board. I wish I could adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
All
right, guys, here we are at McDonald's, wrecking my work. Just got out of my car.
All right,
we're
have a
gonna
good
go
day,
back to
guys.
work
Don't,
and see
don't
if we can
spoil
talk
all your
to some of
money
these
on
kids.
dog, cats, and frog.
Get
coins.
invested in
Make
some
sure you have
crypto,
long-term
yeah.
prospects
All right, here we go.
In the future, planned for this run.
Here we
I'll see you all again
go.
tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, as we cover
going
the
to
foreign market open.
McDonald's.
As always, and we also have the
Loving
Patreon
it,
Live.
yeah.
Don't forget to hang out with us
Loving
over
it,
there
yeah.
and share your thoughts
Hello?
on
Anyone
your
here?
favorite coins and the like.
No one's at
over
McDonald's
with the
today.
Chaos Crew. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe.
Are you happy?
Peace.
Put a smile on.